That's it. Good. Hello, I'm John Shepherd, and in this video we're going to take a look at specific types of plyometric exercises, and in particular those that use a shallow knee bend. Although the majority of plyometric exercises should use a shallow knee bend, the exercises that I'm going to describe can be known as partial knee bend plyometrics or partial plyos. First, a little bit of context. Why train over partial ranges of movement? Well, for sprinting and the long jump takeoff in particular, the angle at the knee is very, very shallow. It's nearly straight, for example, on the long jump takeoff. Therefore, a lot of force needs to be produced, generated with very little bend at the knee. Thus, if you train this range of movement as well as others with your plyometric training, you're going to give yourself the greatest opportunity to develop the greatest amount of power and velocity at takeoff, for example. In brief, plyometrics use the stretch reflex capabilities of soft tissue. When your foot hits the ground, the muscles around the ankle, knee and hip go on stretch, an eccentric muscular action. They then quickly recoil to shorten in a concentric action to produce great amounts of force. We do a whole host of different types of plyometric exercises in our training throughout the training week. This one that you're seeing now, 2 bounds from a low platform, is a very intense drill and it's used near to the competition phase. However, we build up to being able to cope with the forces involved by doing lots of these more partial movement plyometric drop jumps and others, of course, which you'll see later. If you're interested in the free lap timing system, accurate to 2/1000ths of a second and usable via your smart device, then do drop me an email. Let's look at some partial plyometric exercises. A regular inclusion in my training program are these that use these low step risers or Reebok steps. The objective is to hop through them, across them, on, off, on, off. To move forward, kick your foot forwards. Here's another version using these low steps. The objective is to speed as quickly as you can onto the top of the box and power off and up, again using only a minimum knee bend. Recall that speed is crucial, so really explode upwards. There are multiple types of partial plyometrics, and here's a version performed hopping, going forwards, and you can even combine that movement with a takeoff drill. I've included drop jumps here as a way to further exemplify what partial plyometrics are about, and I've shown you these focused ones which use one leg, but there are other options too that utilize both legs. You can see the difference in speed with and without the use of the arms. Do note though that all plyometric drop jumps should be performed with minimal knee bend. So it's all about that reaction from the contact. Good. An assisting exercise and an exercise in its own right to develop greater leg stiffness and reactivity are these drop and block jumps. Simply put, the athlete jumps off of a platform and tries to land as still as possible on the contact. It can be difficult as the eccentric stretch does want to fire into concentric shortening actions. Using relatively low drop heights can increase the amount of work that the ankles in particular need to do, and as I've said, joint stiffness across the ankle, knee and hip is crucial. The higher the height, the more the quads and thighs will come into play. So do include lower height drop jumps in your training. Another simple plyometric exercise for developing greater reactivity and speed from a partial knee angle are these back and forth jumps. Again, as is the theme of this video, it's the objective not to load the contact too much, but to literally just bounce straight back up onto the box. I've used various types of reactive partial plyometrics with all levels of athletes. So for a beginner, it's very simple to use a low mat such as this one and just hop backwards and forwards. Then we can vary the angles as well and add a little bit more endurance and multi-directional control by going round in circles. I've found partial plyometrics to be a great way to introduce more dynamic exercises to younger athletes. Careful and sensible progression of exercises should also reduce potential for injury. And just a note to say, keep doing whatever training you can do at the moment. On the channel there are plenty of park workouts, home workouts, restricted area workouts, so do check out the various playlists. As I say in these videos, with thought, there's a lot you can do in these very difficult pandemic times. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel and leave any comments in the section you may have below or through my other social media. And if you want to take your coaching in particular to another level, then why not consider becoming a channel member? Do you want to improve your coaching, or do you want to become a better athlete? Then why not become a channel member? Here are some examples of the content you're missing out on. Each month we delve into a specific coaching topic. I back up practical experience with coaching theory and sports science. The aim is to cover everything that will impact on you as a coach or an athlete, from technique work to training planning. Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at training planning. Now I'm producing this video at the beginning of the training year, so that's the time when the majority of athletes will either be starting back training or just about to start training. To find out more, head over to the channel's homepage and click on the join button. As well as exclusive video content, coach athlete members and above will also gain access to biomechanical reports and analysis, written posts and articles, and sports science. In time, I hope to be able to offer live streams. Check out all the information you get as a member on the community page once you've signed up, and there you'll gain access to the videos and the other exclusive content.